Alec, it's time.
It is time. It's so time. It's time to begin, to commence with this new season of Survivor. Yet another. In fact, I have something. I have a special thing for a special occasion.
Yeah.
It is the Harpoon Dragon Vice. I'm not sponsored by Harpoon. They're a local brewing company.
Uh-huh.
But I was saving this one for a special occasion because I like this beer, and I think it's no better way to kick a new season off.
Yeah.
So
So, in case you don't know, I'm a big Survivor fan, taking my friend Alec here on a journey through Survivor chronologically. We watched all the first 7 seasons. We did reviews for each of them, and we've done reactions for the past 3 seasons. Here we're starting All Stars. We'll be talking about every episode. This will be the biggest season yet. There's more contestants than ever before, 18, and all of them are returning. And previously, we actually did a little. We had you draft who you would want in your dream All Stars cast, and then we revealed the cast to you, so you do know the cast.
Yep.
Going into it, but I'm sure they'll do little intros as well.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird selection. Not gonna lie. Some of them make sense. Others are like, okay.
What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, what are you
Can't
gonna
get
do?
your perfect cast. But should be a fun time. We'll be able to talk about Survivor in a lens we haven't before, with returning players. This was at the time people were clamoring for an All Stars for a few seasons now. It's weird to think about now. There's 40 seasons, but at the realm of like all you know is there are 7 seasons. It's like we need to get an All Stars before this show is just not on the air anymore. And then what are you gonna do? But.
Here's the thing. You also have All-Stars from, like, I don't know how the All-Stars work from other seasons or whatever, or if they pick from all the 40 seasons for an All-Stars cast, but, like, at this time it was, it was still smallish, you still only had a small array to pick from as opposed to 40 whole seasons, so, yeah, so pretty exciting.
Yeah, so this is why I think it's cool to watch them chronologically as well. All Stars right here. It builds off of 7 seasons of Survivor history here.
Yeah.
I think it's more meaningful in being able to see them the first time. And that being said, there's some of these which we even went over. You don't even. They're not super memorable in their first season. So
yeah,
like Alicia from Australian Outback and Jenna Lewis from Borneo. Just ones that.
Yeah, I was just like, who? Yeah.
But maybe they'll make a splash in this one, and
maybe,
and it'll be worth it, But it'll be fun to talk about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so let's get into it. If you want to see the highlights of the reaction, you can click the link in the description, and then you can come back for the discussion. I'm sure there'll be some stuff to talk about. Even just the tribe layout will be interesting, because it's like, what...
Yeah, who's gonna be with who? Yeah, it's definitely gonna be an interesting time.
All right, so see you then. There. Yeah. There you have it, Tina. Winner of Survivor Australian Outback is the first person voted out All Stars because she was a winner.
Because she was a winner, and I think I guess Rupert seems to have, I don't know necessarily bought the argument, but I think he probably is hedging his bets on that Jenna and Jerry being a little bit better sort of pseudo alliance with them rather than going with Ethan and Tina. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's rough because there's like nothing Tina could have done really.
Yeah,
she's just like, by the virtue of being a winner, got voted out, and I'm sure it was just that Ethan will do better in challenges, so they keep him over her. Jenna's, it's like, it's not fun to see, like, Jenna's argument isn't good TV because like.
She's just like, it's not fair.
It's like, okay, they don't even get to play. Like, just because they're winners, they don't get to play.
Yeah.
and she's not even thinking of it strategically. She's like,
Yeah.
she just said it herself. Like, I wouldn't vote for a winner in the end, but yet let's vote out the winners now because they've won before.
Yeah.
But strategically, when you want to take a winner to the end, then, or at
Yeah.
least keep them around
Yeah. When you think
longer.
that, because she's,
She
I mean,
just, I
after
think
they're
it's just,
gone, she's the first to go, in my opinion.
I think it's just
She's,
purely emotional, like
yeah.
just spiteful, payback, like Ethan said. I think that's. I don't think it's even strategic from her perspective.
No, it's not really a.
Like,
It's not a.
yeah, she can. It's an easy excuse. She said that earlier. It's an easy excuse to vote people out, but I think she just believes that they shouldn't be here.
They shouldn't even be competing, which is like that's stupid. Like, come on. Should yeah, absolutely. Some of them are like some of the best players in the game. Now, granted, I don't think I would consider either of the winners on your team some of the best players in the game, but I mean, they did still win the whole thing, you know. So there's some merit there. So
Yeah, well, that's like it's already like how we can already see how an all-star season here is different because it was completely meta gaming, just like that's not just within the game, it's outside. Like, we know you
yeah,
won already, so
yeah, that's
so like a
interesting.
winner can't come in and just play. Like Tina said, it's not even an even playing field like the first time.
Mm,
It's you're gonna have these people who are winners, and then people, like the threat level of Richard Hatch versus Alicia, that kind of thing. It's a very wide gap, so
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
unavoidable.
for sure. Yeah, especially Richard. Richard really making his presence known.
Hmm.
Definitely already. You can already tell that he's like this is some greater plan that he's trying
Yeah,
to work. I don't
but
know
I
if it will.
mean,
I don't know if how
Sheehan's
well it'll
already
work.
catching on to it.
Yeah.
That he's like, he thinks she thinks he's playing it up and like
Hmm.
trying to be the one that stands out and as part of a plan of his. So,
Yeah. But
hmm.
I mean, but she's also willing to play into it a little bit because she's like, I want to see where that goes.
She's like, it wouldn't
So
be fun if we put it out first,
yeah,
which is the opposite of Jenna's
yeah.
argument, where let's get them out of
Well,
here
it's like
immediately.
no, it can only be fun if there's only new people. That's the only way it's fun.
It's not
Despite the
fair. They
fact
have a
that we
million
all,
dollars already.
yeah, despite the fact that no one remembers me and I was in. I'm sorry,
It's so true.
but
Yeah, where
um,
does she get off
come
dictating how All
on,
Stars should be run?
yeah,
Jenna Lewis.
come on now.
What else?
Uh,
What do we got here for this
uh,
episode?
so everyone's struggling to start a fire to boil water.
Yeah,
Every tribe seems to be having trouble with it. Richard Hatch himself has said, "Yeah, I could start a fire." Yeah, because he was the guy who's like, "I don't know how to start a fire." Like he just did it immediately,
yeah.
and he's like, "Yeah, I could, but I'm not going
That being
to."
said, I mean, if every other person is he really that much better than everybody else? That every
I,
single other
I
person
feel
can't get a
like
fire.
I feel like he would still probably have trouble doing it,
Yeah,
but he seems to be like, "I know how to
it
start
could be like
fires." So
he's covering up his insecurity thing. If he doesn't want to try it
yeah,
and then fail,
yeah, there you go.
you just say, "Oh, I could do
Kind of like
that."
a la, remember the chef, right?
The
The
chef.
chef, yeah, the guy who was the chef in wasn't it an Outback or maybe it was in Africa.
Oh, Keith Famey
Yeah,
from
Keith. Yeah,
Australia.
Keith. Yeah, he was just like he's the chef and he couldn't cook or whatever, right?
Well, he couldn't cook rice properly. Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't cook rice properly. Yeah, in these extreme circumstances and not in a professional kitchen
Hmm.
scenario. So we have Rudy reaching out to Rupert, forming probably the earliest alliance that we see.
The Ruru
The
Alliance
Rude Roop. We have Amber and Boston Rob forming an alliance,
for
and
obvious
as
reasons.
for obvious reasons, she's
Hmm.
beautiful.
Any idiot can see that.
Any could see that, yeah. So I was like, okay, there's a little something going on there. There's a little something going on there. But he's pretty sure he has her on his side.
She's got all-star eyes. Any idiot can see that.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Then we have our immunity challenge. There's a lot of interesting interactions. There was a lot of Alicia was really like telling everyone what to do in Shapiro.
Shapira.
Shapiro. Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
We have Ben Shapiro's team here. So Shapira. Sorry, I'm just gonna write it down. Shapiro to remind me. Shapira, and a lot of tensions on this team. It seemed like starting out, whereas Tom put it, everyone has 6 different opinions as to what to do. So, Alicia's kind of like flipping out, being like, we need to get fire, and Boston Rob's like, look, we need to actually be able to sleep though too. Like, I can't do another night of that. And so there was like, Rah! Everyone's getting on each other's nerves there.
I guess that's why they put there are no winners on that tribe, so they could have an even amount on the other tribe, because there's 4 winners.
So I'm missing one member. Wait, hold on. Why don't I just look at I have a cast list here. I can just, by process of elimination, figure out. Oh, no, I don't. That was my all-star list. I'm an idiot. Yeah. That was my all-stars. I just don't remember who the 6 persons. So you got Rob, Tom, Alicia, Sue.
Amber.
Oh, yeah. I even said that. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Amber and...
But I guess, no winner in that tribe, so they could have the 4 winners evenly distributed, because I guess then if you would have one winner, they would stand out more. Yeah. Probably that's what they're thinking. And you notice that most of them, they tried to split up, like Richard Hatch and Rudy aren't on the same tribe.
Right. And Sue's not on the same tribe.
Yeah, Richard Hatch, yeah. But they did have Jerry and Colby are on the same tribe, right?
No. Yes?
No? Oh, wait, no.
No, Colby is on...
Yeah, so they're split up.
Yeah, Colby's with Lex, Jenna M., Richard Hatch, Kathy, and Sheehan.
So there's going to be some overlap because there are a bunch of Australian people, but at least the key ones, Jerry and Colby weren't together, and Colby and Tina weren't together, but Tina and Jerry were together.
Tina and Jerry were together, yeah, and Jerry did say, well, Tina doesn't like me, so...
So that's more of a reason for her to vote Tina out, too. So
yeah. Well, we had our first challenge, which was a blast from the past challenge that we still didn't really like.
Yeah, I think it's the first challenge for a reason, right?
Yeah, right? Because they were still ironing out the kinks of the program.
Yeah, right, for the nostalgia, let's do it.
Yeah.
Just don't like it as an immunity challenge. It's kind of lame, like for a reward thing, maybe.
Well, hopefully we won't have the one where they're running around the woods and we literally had no idea what was going on. Do you remember that? That was in the first season. I remember it vividly because we were laughing the whole time. It was like an obstacle course. It was like a ropes course or something they had to do in the woods, and
there was also the scavenger hunt. Was that the first season too, or no? Where they had to bring back certain items.
Oh yeah, and they was like, nope, you brought back too many. This team wins by default.
You brought back like the other team's item or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? That was a stupid rule. Yeah. That was it was something
do
like
all the first season's challenges.
Yeah, all the first season challenges, redo them and make them actually good. Yeah, that was the first season. I remember that. I remember us being like, wait, what just happened?
They should do the I don't know challenge though, where you have the little camera that's
yeah. I don't know.
So we had, since there's 3 tribes, it's just whoever is the last out of 3.
Yeah, 3 tribes, so that's kind of an interesting new little twist. We never quite had that before, exactly, so that's kind of fun. But Tina is out, first time. Yeah. So I'll have to see how that goes moving forward.
So it was like a complete metagame discussion almost. So Rupert went with Jenna and Jerry, I guess, brought Rudy over with him.
Rudy. So it's interesting because Ethan and Rudy. Well, Rudy was basically just like, look, I play it straight, and Rupert was like, yeah, I know. He's like, I know you're somebody I can trust. So like they already have some semblance of like they know that they can kind of trust each other implicitly, especially with Rudy. Ethan comes to Rupert and is basically talking meta talk. He's like, look, you saw the way I played my game. That's the way I am in life, and just that's just the way I play the game. I know you play the game the same way. So like so he was trying to like appeal to the ethics of how Rupert plays the game.
He said Jenna and Jerry don't play that way. Yeah. So surprisingly didn't work though. He just didn't want to be part of the winners club. Chill with the winners.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not sure. I wonder maybe he'll explain later, like maybe what the rationale was, but maybe not.
but that
We'll have
leaves
to see going
Ethan
forward.
sitting right on the
Yeah,
outs.
he is definitely. It looks like he's gonna next episode. He's gonna be trying to fish while Rupert outfishes him, because of course he does.
Yeah, he can't even use the provider card now. He's stuck
Mm-mm.
on. And then like the other tribe has Richard Hatch provider, but
Yeah,
will he actually provide? Yet
yeah.
to be seen.
That's yeah. You does he deign to look down on his the people that he made,
I
the
mean, it seems
people.
like Richard Hatch's strategy is just that he knows he's the biggest target there, so
Yeah.
just be openly like
Okay.
arrogant
Sure.
and
Yeah.
obnoxious about it, like I am the king. Okay, I won't do anything, and then hope that it somehow works out.
Yeah, that works. Or it's like maybe we shouldn't make him a target anymore, or like yeah, it's like a reverse, almost like a reverse psychology sort of thing.
He's just throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks. What sticks.
I mean, if you look at it in a certain way, it's that kind of worked out in a way for it worked out for John in the last season. Like I would argue that he wasn't quite like that. I mean, that
Hmm.
blatant, but he did put himself out there. Did kind of make himself a target in certain moments.
And then like, yeah, I'm so unlikable. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm the good person to take to the end. Rob's sister Nina did this a similar thing
Yeah.
where it was like it was just openly known that he's like wheeling and dealing.
Duplicitous, yeah.
But this is like meta game stuff because
Yeah, there's definite metagaming
everyone's
happening.
talking about how he's the king. So
Yeah.
Shan's like people naturally want to dethrone the king.
Mm.
Lex is like the first time he played with a bunch of sheep
Bunch of sheep.
being led to the slaughter. This time it's a different ball game.
Yeah, well,
It'll be interesting to see how that develops. So how the other
hmm
winners fare. Will they face similar troubles?
yeah, well, everyone needs water, that's for certain. Or unlike Sue. So, okay, there's another thing. Sue just drank the water right out of the well.
Rudy was down to do it as well.
Rudy was up for it. But then until they were like, no, don't do that.
Rob Mariano, Boston Rob,
Mm.
he had a pretty big presence on that tribe.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting like things happening. It's interesting, yeah, because again, we're not only are we thinking about it in a metagame sense, so are they, and that's a kind of almost that's a first, I would say. That's
Yeah,
new. That's new to think about the game in that way.
yes,
So
because we never had returning players before,
yeah,
so it's weird. 'Cause
yeah,
you can't. That's why it's like it's not an even playing field because you can't
hmm
go in and forget everything everybody else did. You know, how people played the first time.
yeah,
It's a lot different. The way Richard Hatch played is a lot different than the way Amber played the
yeah,
first time.
yeah,
So,
for sure.
so it's not like all right, new game, it's even. Anybody's got the same chance. It's definitely harder. Like Tina, there wasn't much she could do. Like you got put on the tribe with Jerry,
Yeah,
who already didn't want you there, and Jenna,
yeah.
who didn't want any winners there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
So
really a
you're
hard.
screwed there, and then yeah. So
Yeah. Is that
okay,
everything?
I think that's about everything. Most everything I can think of to refer to.
Will be interesting. It was everybody was kind of depressed a lot of this episode. It'll be interesting to see.
Hopefully, people will be a little bit more peppy once they start getting water.
Yeah. All right. So
All right.
that's it. If you were to
Yeah.
recommend a video for our viewers to watch after watching this one from our
hmm
channel, what would you recommend?
You should go check out our review of Survivor Borneo.
Survivor
Because
Borneo. That's not even on
yeah,
this channel, by the way. It's on
it's
my
not
channel.
it's not,
But
but you should still go check it out.
blast
See
from the
how far
past.
see how far we've come. See how far we've come in so little time.
Yeah.
Um,
Next, in honor of All Stars, we're gonna do the next one. Will be a Google Hangout instead.
don't do that. Don't do that, please. No.
Just like replaying the first challenge.
The
Bring
camera the
back.
camera quality's rough, but the discussion was fun.
It's like our potato cam.
It was. It was. I was literally using like
Mhm.
a camera from like 2008 or something.
Mhm.
Like it was
I
bad.
was using the laptop, the built-in laptop one. So
Yeah.
They still have the potato. They brought out the potato cam too for the challenge.
They
Noticeably.
did. They did quite a lot. They
For the
also had to
fans.
blur. They also had to blur a lot for Richard Hatch because he was going nude for like half the episode.
I don't think his
Um,
tri base appreciate it, honestly.
no,
So it's how much can rubbing them the wrong way somehow work in his
I
favor.
did, but this
We'll
like
see.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's not my first thing that I would be like, yeah, I want to see that all the time. But like, I'm just like, whatever. Like, I wouldn't care
But
that
it's like
much.
it's almost like he's playing up the character, Richard
It
Hatch.
is, yeah,
But
yeah,
and
a little
like
bit.
people seem to see through it, so that it'll
Yeah,
be how do you navigate that? It'll be interesting.
yeah, yeah. Well, no, but he seems to also understand that they're seeing through it too.
Yeah.
I don't
Meta
know.
gaming.
There's several
Freaking meta.
levels. There's several levels here. So, but yeah, go check it out. Oh, but also the like used quite the zoom. They had it was like a 16 to 32 times zoom into these bananas that
Bananas?
they
Yeah.
yeah, that banana zoom was something else. It was like it just kept going. It just kept zooming in on the bananas.
Who had the
Uh,
best intro shot? We gotta look at that.
we're gonna figure that out next
There
time,
are some
probably.
really good ones in there.
There were some really good ones, yeah.
Some nice smiles.
A lot of
It
really
was
cool callbacks to old seasons with terms of music.
really
That's
nice
been
intro
fun.
music, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
All
you
right.
for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our podcast feed. Like the video. Leave a comment. Hit the notification bell. Follow us on Twitter at Tarqaron, TWO.